What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a rather large perfume haul. I have accumulated quite a few fragrances over the past couple of months since whenever I did my last perfume haul. So if you did not see that, I will link that up top. And I wanted to do a quick little speed review, blind smelling type of vibe that I usually do when I have new fragrances in my collection. Now, some of these are repurchases that I can actually give you guys my thoughts on because obviously I love them so much that I rebought them. So I will talk about those first, and then we will actually jump into the newer fragrances in my collection that I'm excited to play around with, get to know, and y'all can give me your thoughts on them in the comments below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. First one we're going to start with is my beloved Kayali Vanilla 28. Girl, do y'all see what that says? 100 mil. Okay, so I forgot to tell y'all, I just did a video recently where I talked to you guys about all of the perfumes that I've emptied since I moved here. So if you did not see that, I will link that video up top. But I forgot to tell y'all that I emptied my bottle of Kayali Vanilla 28. And since Sephora, at the time of me filming this video, decided to do another random pop-up 20% off, I was like, girl, Vanilla 28 is like one of my staple perfumes, y'all. Kayali fragrances, they get better the longer they sit, the longer that you have them. So I needed to go ahead and get another bottle. Let's go ahead and unbox her. This is just so satisfying right now. This is the first Kayali that I've actually purchased the large bottle of. Normally I always just get the 1.7. So here we have our beloved. I wish they would upgrade these and have the notes on the back like how they do all the newer scents, but if you are not familiar with Vanilla 28, she is a very beautiful brown, sugary, warm, slightly spicy vanilla, and she just smells so good. Once you smell Kayali's Vanilla 28, it kind of lays the foundation for what a lot of the rest of the Kayali fragrances smell like, because I feel like all of them have a dash of Vanilla 28 in there. So, oh my God. This is just so good, y'all. I absolutely love this. This is a lot of the girlies' most complimented fragrance for a reason. So if for some reason you have been living under a rock, which is totally okay, and you've never tried this before, Vanilla Orchid, Tonka Absolute, Brown Sugar, and Amber Woods, and Musk. I think what really makes this fragrance for me is the combination of the Tonka Bean and the Brown Sugar. It just smells so sexy and rich and seductive, y'all. And I would just never get tired of her. I use her for so many layering combos, and I just cannot see her not being in my collection. The next fragrance I have repurchased is Rehab's Choco Musk. If you follow my posts on my community tab, which you really should if you are into finding out the deals, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, y'all, I can't report a deal live in a video. I usually, if I purchase something that was on sale, y'all will usually see it maybe weeks afterwards, which is no longer on sale. So definitely pay attention to my community post because that is where I post deals like live. But I got this during Amazon's Black Friday sale and it was like $6, girl. And I just had to have her back in my collection. I did empty this at some point last year. I told myself I was going to repurchase the bottle at some point. I just never got around to it. So here we are. I could not pass her up for $6. And listen, she's not the cutest bottle, okay? She's not the cutest bottle. But the juice inside, let me show y'all exactly what you want to do with your Middle Eastern fragrances when you first get them. Just do a good 10 sprays. Honestly, probably a little bit more than that, but just do it. Ooh. And that's the thing, y'all. With Choco Musk, I really did not have that period of time where I felt like I had to wait for this to be good. For me, I instantly got that creamy, milky vanilla chocolate combo. It almost to me smells like the Neapolitan ice cream minus the strawberry. Like, and there's a hint of this citrusy, sweetened orange note in there. This just smells so good, y'all. And it definitely smells like it could be more than $6, $8, $10, whatever the price is right now. It is definitely smells way more expensive than what it is. It's just such a true, delicious gourmand. This is a beautiful layering fragrance. And if you are a fan of Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Vanille, this is basically like a very, very, very similar fragrance for literally a 10th of the price. So if you have never tried Choco Musk, this is definitely a safe blind buy for any of my gourmand lovers. This is hands down one of my faves, and I'm super glad to have her back in my collection. Last for the repurchases before we get into the new fragrances to my collection, this is Commodities Milk Expressive. This is another fragrance that I emptied. This is another staple in my perfume wardrobe that I could not see myself not having. I actually remember wearing this and Vanilla 28 for my birthday last year, in which my birthday is in February. So shout out to all my February babies. Such a sexy tonka bean, again, musky amber. This and Kayali's Vanilla 28 honestly share a lot of similarities, but this has the addition of a very rich, fluffy, roasted marshmallow note, which makes this one a little bit more lactonic than Kayali's Vanilla 28, but they wear beautifully together. If you have never tried that layering combo, girl, please try it out, okay? And this is definitely just cozy, warm, inviting, just giving s'mores over the campfire without the burnt smell. Okay, so if you want to be safe, girl, just go in store and try these out, because all of the commodity fragrances have 3 different strengths. I just find that out of all of the fragrances I've tried, I usually always gravitate towards the Expressive because it gives me just enough of a fragrance bubble. It's not choking me out, it's not choking out those around me, but I still get very, very great projection, longevity, and things like that. This was actually sent over to me by the brand, which I have worked with commodity before, so thank you guys so much for sending me a re-up of one of my faves that I've talked about on my channel multiple times at this point. Now this is kind of a random product, but this is technically a fragrance haul. This is currently on sale, okay? And I went back and forth with myself about if I was going to get a full size of this, because I did have the little set that has all 3 of the travel sizes in it. And I was like, girl, am I going to use this 20% off on a full size? And when I saw that this was on sale and I got the 20% off on top of that, I said, yes, I am. So this is the Fenty Butter Drop in the Toasted Marshmallow. If y'all have been following any of my content, y'all know I am a huge fan of. It is just goated. It's super, super moisturizing. It can be a little bit on the greasy side at times. Okay, so make sure you have the time to rub her in. If you're in a rush, I would not recommend putting this on. But I just love the formula overall. It's super moisturizing. It leaves the most beautiful, slightly shimmery glow on your skin. And the Toasted Marshmallow, while not the most fragrant, I do find that it is a nice base scent for any type of layering combo you're going to do, not just gourmand, because I find that it's more of just a faint, fluffy vanilla scent, almost kind of a powdery vanilla scent. And it's nothing crazy. It's nothing to write home about, but I was happy to just have another butter drop in my collection because I love the formula. And then of course I can just layer this with whatever. So if you have been thinking about picking this up, I would recommend picking it up now while it is on sale, because y'all know Fenty does these seasonal scents, just like the cinnamon one from years past and Vanilla Dream, which did not come back. So who knows, girl, we might get something completely different next year and never see this one again. This is the Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow. I do have a full review on this fragrance, so I'm not going to go super in depth about this, but I do really enjoy this. Very cute, fun, light, and fluffy. And if you want to hear my full in-depth thoughts about this fragrance, I will link that review up top in the cards. I'm happy to have it in my collection, play around with her a little bit more, and give y'all my updated thoughts as I give her a little bit more wear. I just need y'all to see the size of the dent that I've put in this. I will be purchasing the largest size bottle of this as soon as Sephora starts their next fragrance sale, because I'm absolutely addicted and have gotten so many freaking compliments. Like, it's actually kind of insane. And the scent trail on this, she's not beast mode, but at the same time, people are going to smell wherever you just came from, girl. So yeah, she's a 10 out of 10 for me. Lastly, y'all, for Kayali fragrances, I'm so late to the party. I am so late to the party. I know so many of the girls love this, and I'm super excited because I've heard a lot of people say that it smells very similar to Vanilla 28, which is one of my faves. So let's see. This is Kayali's The Wedding Silk Santal. This has top notes of sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. I already know I'm going to love this because, number one, if it's been compared to Kayali's Vanilla 28, then it's a no-brainer for me. This has a ton of notes that I genuinely love. I love a good effervescent champagne note. I absolutely love freesia. Like, that is one of my favorite florals, because usually when that is in a fragrance, it adds kind of a sweet, powdery, creamy essence to it in a way. And then of course we have pink praline. Love a good praline note. Always a fan of a nectarine, peach, pear, any of that. And then of course sandalwood and musk. So love the bottle, which y'all have probably seen a million times before, but I'm going to show y'all again. I'm going to spray it in here because while I do have some tester strips, I just feel like sometimes fragrances smell better when you spray them into their box. I don't know why. I'm just into that. Y'all, you know what this smells like? This smells like Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla, which I picked up a little bit earlier this year, and I've actually been wearing that a lot lately. Maybe an added champagne note, but I really like this, but since it is a newer bottle, I think I'm going to let this one chill out for a little bit. I actually want to revisit this one for a potential birthday scent in February, but I'll probably wear it before then. But either way, y'all, this is really, really pretty, really likable. I definitely get that sparkling, like peachy champagne note at the top. I'm starting to get the praline and the musk and the sandalwood on the dry down, so I can definitely see how this would give Vanilla 28. And I'm just going to give this one a little bit more time, play around with her a little bit more. This is definitely one that I can see myself growing to love, so I'm happy to finally have her in my collection. This was a Black Friday purchase, but this is Giorgio Armani's My Way the Parfum. It just feels like nobody really be talking about the Amazon Black Friday deals, because I feel like Amazon Black Friday deals, especially on fragrances, are always so good. You can usually get fragrances, like some of them be half off. So this is one that I kind of had on my radar for quite a while. This is for my tuberose lovers. Let's start there. Okay, so if you are not a lover of tuberose, if you don't like the original Giorgio Armani My Way or anything that is similar to that, then this is not for you. Skip to the next fragrance. But I was particularly interested in this one, number one, because I love a good tuberose fragrance, but also this one is said to have the addition of iris, which is another floral that I really, really enjoy, as it kind of has that cosmetic-y, like I love a good cosmetic lipstick type of powdery vibe. So I was like, mixing that with tuberose sounds really good. So here's the bottle. Gorgeous, y'all, gorgeous. And I got this 100 ml bottle for literally like half off. So I was like, girl, we gonna try it, blind buy it. Yes, this, y'all, is not for the faint of heart, okay? This is Giorgio Armani's My Way. This is her extremely rich auntie or even grandmother. Like, y'all know the young hip grandmas, like that's the vibe that this is giving me. This is very rich and luxe smelling. So when I spray this, I get the tuberose, but I also get this very sugary sweet orange. I definitely smell like orange or orange blossom in here. But I remember the couple of times that I wore this on skin, this smelled so good. This is like the epitome of a winter floral fragrance, because it has the sweetness from the orange blossom and the tuberose, and it's that bubblegummy, almost grape type of tuberose. But then the iris comes in to give it kind of this earthy, powdery vibe, and it just smells like a perfume. Like, it doesn't smell like a gourmand, it doesn't smell like a flower, it smells like a perfume. I'm very excited to play around with this one, y'all. This is definitely not one for the faint of heart. Don't like tuberose, if you don't like iris and you don't like orange blossom, girl, don't pick this up. Don't try this. But if you do like those notes, this is definitely something super sexy. This is something I would wear for like a date night, if I'm going to like a late night like Broadway show, or somewhere I'm going to be outside in the cold for a long period of time, but I'm going to be super dressed up and have my heels on. That is what this is giving me. So yeah, I'm loving this one, y'all. I'm really, really loving this one. I'm very surprised. I typically do not blind buy. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say I don't blind buy fragrances, it's expensive, but it was on sale and I blind buy all the time. Next, we have another Middle Eastern fragrance, which y'all know I love me a good Middle Eastern dupe. This one definitely piqued my interest as a rose lover, as a gourmand rose lover. So this is Lattafa's Body Oud line, and this is the Noble Blush. Always love the packaging of this particular line. I do currently own the Body Oud Sublime, so the one that's a red one that is like supposed to be a dupe for Kayali's Eat and Juicy Apple, but this one here, she's a pink bottle, okay? And I was very intrigued because I believe the notes for this one had like rose milk and almond and vanilla and something like that. And I was very, very intrigued by that. But then I started to see some of the girls comparing it to Lattafa's Yara, which, if you guys did not know, I've just never really been a fan of that one. And I decluttered it from my collection at some point. So this definitely does not give Yara. So for me, when I first sprayed this, and again, this is new in my collection, so I'm going to keep it for a couple of months before I give y'all like a full in-depth review. But my first impressions of this are the pink Dove beauty cream. Like, if y'all ever go to the Dollar Tree and y'all see those little cylinder Dove body creams, this smells like the one in the pink and white container. I get a creamy, rosy milk, but not in a gourmand way. It smells as if you are taking a bath with milk in it, and you've got rose petals kind of sprinkled in. So in my opinion, right now, this is not the most gourmand smelling, in which I was definitely hoping it would give like Rose's Vanille type of vibes, where it's like a creamy, milky, sweet rose glaze type of vibe. But this is just giving me more of a creamy, clean rose. It's definitely giving me the same lines as like a sweeter, creamier Delina almost, without that like sour fruit addition to it. So I do like it. I just feel like I need to give this a little bit more time to sit in my collection and play around with it. I am going to hold on to this and hope that I have given it enough time to macerate and sit and revisit it in a couple months and see how I feel about it. While I was in LA, y'all, I went to the scent bar. It's just such a beautiful store. The team in there was so amazing, and I really did not go in there for anything in particular. I really just wanted to smell some things. The scent bar is basically Lucky Scent's storefront. They have 2 locations in LA, and I really just went in there to smell some of the things on my wish list. But I did end up buying a fragrance, and I was super, super excited about it, in which I have not smelled it since I bought it that day. So this is the Essential Parfums Divine Vanille. This was a brand that I just was not familiar with initially. Pretty much went in there and was telling the team the kinds of things that I was looking for because I knew we were about to go into the fall. Girl, what's going on? Oh my gosh, y'all, can I get this out? The bottle, gorgeous. I am very into, of course, vanillas, but I'm very into aromatic vanillas that almost have that unisex kind of vibe. So think Commodities Gold Expressive, think Net the Vanille, just that kind of vibe. I'm really, really into that. So this was one of the fragrances that they recommended to me, and I was definitely not disappointed. Yeah, y'all, this is like, this low-key gives me like a vanilla version of Killian's Angel Share, if that makes sense. But it's not as heavy and rich. There's also something, again, a lot more aromatic, but also a little smoky in here, which I think there's incense. It almost just smells like a sweet cinnamon vanilla candy or something, but not super literal and gourmand. This just smells very cozy, and it's in the same family as those scents that I just mentioned. And yeah, I really like this. I think this is going to be a really, really great layering scent because it's not too much. It's not super beast mode or choke you out type of fragrance. This is definitely something I would consider as like a signature scent, and even kind of in the same family as Kayali's Vanilla 28, just not as rich and syrupy sweet. This definitely, again, has more of that aromatic quality that I was looking for. So I'm really excited to try this one. And for a niche fragrance, this actually was pretty decently priced. So, and of course, if you do want to try any fragrances from Lucky Scent or even just get samples, you can use my discount code BOHOGURU. It works on samples as well. And I personally think you should always get samples first before you blind buy, but I like to live on the edge, unfortunately. So let's get into some PR. The first thing I want to show y'all is this very generous care package that I got from the L'Oreal USA team, which if you guys did not know, they are over. I knew they had taken over Mugler, but also they are over Viktor and Rolfe now as well. So I thought that was a cool little fun fact, but they sent me over 3 fragrances, one of which I am not going to open on camera because I already know someone that I want to gift this to, but I did smell this the other day, and this is so sexy for a man for this time of year. This is Viktor and Rolfe's Spicebomb Extreme. I would always gift my father all of the Spicebomb flankers, so I think my favorite Spicebomb is the infrared, if I'm not mistaken, because that one a man or a woman could wear, honestly, but this one's definitely super masculine leaning. It's got like kind of this boozy vanilla cinnamony vibe, like think Killian Angel Share and things like that, but this has the addition of like a super, super sexy tobacco note. So this almost gives me the vibes of like you and your boo are going on a date in like a jazz club and he's sipping on an old fashioned or just straight up whiskey and y'all are just vibing, and like your sweet vanilla perfume is mixing with his scent and the scent of the drink, and it's just, that's what this is giving me. It's definitely cold weather vibes. This is absolutely like something that I feel like is only appropriate in the fall and the winter, but I love this one. Thank you guys so much for sending this over to me. I definitely think this is a great giftable option if you guys are shopping for a man in your life. The next one that they sent over that I'm like so excited about, that I actually have already worn a couple times, as you can see by the box, but this is the new Angel Elixir by Mugler. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. Girl, nobody wants to wear Angel, okay? I know, I hate to say it, but Angel at one point had all of the girlies in a chokehold, okay? My mother and I included. when I was first getting started with my perfume journey, that was like that and Mugler's Alien were like my go-to perfumes. I tell y'all that all the time. And now they both give me a massive headache. They're not my vibe anymore. They are still very beautiful fragrances, but they are for a very specific nose in which my nose cannot handle those anymore. So when I saw that there was a new Elixir out, typically when you think Elixir, most of the time an Elixir is the strongest, most potent version of the actual fragrance that it is a flanker of. But that was very much not the case here. So here's the bottle. I'm sorry it's a little greasy, y'all, but you know, I got my body oils on it. But that was very much not the case with this one. I was pleasantly surprised when I smelled this because, and I'm gonna spray it on again. To me, y'all, when I smelled this instantly reminded me of Valentino Donna Born in Roma. So they both share a very peppery opening, like that pink pepper. But with this one, I can't remember the notes. I'll have the notes on the screen. But with this one, as it dries down, it has kind of this musky or ambroxan type of dry down mixed with a little bit of vanilla, and it's just overall, in my opinion, kind of a sweeter, more creamy version of Valentino Donna Born in Roma. So that is just a fragrance that if you have smelled, you can use as a point of reference for if you are curious about what this smells like, because it does not smell like the original Angel at all. And I think this is a very crowd pleasing, safe blind buy. Like, if you are shopping for someone who is new to perfumes and you aren't really sure what they might like, or you're shopping for someone who is looking for something that they can wear every day to work, that can transition into a going out fragrance that they can layer with other things, like that is what this is giving me. I think this will obviously wear beautifully on its own, but also layer really, really great with any vanilla perfumes, floral fragrances. Like, this is giving me perfume chameleon, in which it doesn't smell like too much of one thing in particular, but that's what makes it work with a lot of different things. And I definitely think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this one. Now, last fragrance from L'Oreal, they did also send me the gigantic Big Mama bottle of Viktor and Rolfe's Flowerbomb. Y'all, I have not worn the original Flowerbomb in so freaking long, but this was another one of my signature scents. I have a lot of fragrance memories just tied to the beginning of my perfume journey because I wore a lot of the same perfumes that my mom wore, and that's just a common thing that we share. So even to this day, like, my mom still has her Angels, she still has her Alien, she still has Flowerbomb. I actually just bought her a new bottle of Flowerbomb for Christmas last year, and I personally did not have it in my collection because I still had a bottle of Flowerbomb Ruby Orchid, which I emptied last year and I absolutely loved. And I told myself, I was like, okay, while I really love this, I want to get myself another bottle of the OG Flowerbomb because it was just one of my faves, and they sent this to me, y'all. So here is the bottle. I absolutely love, love, love. And if you have never smelled this, y'all, this is just such a classic. This is a perfect balance between a super girly, feminine, almost candy sweet fragrance that is also equally floral, which I think Flowerbomb is like the perfect name for this. To me, this doesn't immediately read and scream floral perfume. This honestly gives me more of a sweet, syrupy, just alluring factor to it, and then those florals are just kind of there to support it in the background. And when I tell y'all, out of my entire perfume collection, and I'm talking things that I used to have that I don't have anymore to things that I have currently, Flowerbomb is just undefeated when it comes to something that would get you compliments, things that the opposite sex likes on women. Like, Flowerbomb, even though she's not as talked about anymore, she is definitely still at the top of the charts for a lot of things perfume related, for top 10 signature scents. Like, she encompasses all categories to me, and I'm definitely going to be getting some wear out of her this winter because she has that performance that I would look for in a fall and winter perfume. So I'm so happy to have this back in my collection, and thank you guys so much for sending this to me. This is definitely a fragrance I feel like every woman should have in her collection at some point. Even if you get one of the other flankers, girl, I still think the original, she's just top 2 in my eyes. The next brand we're going to talk about is the brand LEDDA. They sent me over both their new Bourbon Brûlée fragrance as well as their 18 Vanilla Nera, which I believe was their holiday release from last year. So let's get into these. I really don't want to open the full-size bottle, so I will put a picture of what the bottles look like on screen. They did also send me over the cute little travel sizes, which I think are great gift ideas. They come with these really cute little travel cases that say LEDDA on them. And then this is what the travel sizes look like. So they're very luxe, but this is the newest fragrance, the Bourbon Brûlée. And I'm excited to smell these for the first time with y'all. I have heard good things so far about this, so. Y'all, what does this remind me of? This is giving me like Replicas by the Fireplace mixed with Commodities milk. It has this very creamy marshmallow element to it, but there's also something a little smoky and boozy. Yeah, I'm getting something very syrupy and rich, almost like a caramel or something as it's drying down. This smells really good, y'all. Wow. Okay. And that's off just a couple of sprays in the box. So I can't wait to see how I feel about this when I actually wear this. But this is definitely giving winter fragrance for sure. I really like this, and I cannot wait to play around with this one a little bit more. Okay. And then next we're going to talk about Vanilla Nera. So this was their release last year. So let's see what Vanilla Nera is giving. So she's a little bit lighter in color, not as rich as Bourbon Brûlée. My living room literally smells like a cornucopia of a million fragrances right now. Okay. This is giving like holidays. So if you guys have ever smelled Kayali's Vanilla Royale, it kind of has that same like almost Christmas tree type of smell, but sweet, like a sweet sugary Christmas tree. Oh, you know what this reminds me of, y'all? The Bath & Body Works Vanilla Balsam Candle. Like it has this pine fir balsam type of smell, but it smells like it is dipped in like a vanilla syrup. This is very unique. And yeah, I'm excited to play around with this one too. I didn't have as strong of a love reaction as I did to Bourbon Brûlée. That one was definitely sweeter, richer, and thicker. But I could definitely see me becoming a fan of this one as well. This is absolutely giving Christmas party, girl. Like this literally smells like vanilla and Christmas trees. So I already have a few things I know I could pair with this. Also, this one is definitely very unisex as well. I can see a man... I probably could see a man wearing both of them, but I would say Bourbon Brûlée is the sweeter of the two. And that is the one that I like a little bit more right now, but I do really like this one. I think I just need to give myself some time to wear her, play around with her. I am super thankful to LEDDA for sending me these over. Now, also when I went to the event in LA with YouTube, they did gift us a few fragrances, the newest Glossier fragrances. So we have the Reve, I believe that's how you say, as well as the Doux or Doux. I don't know. Girl, I don't speak French. Okay, I really should because my father does, but girl, I don't. So anyways, let's see, because I do really enjoy the original Glossier You. Here's what she looks like. Cute little white bottle. I actually love these bottles to like throw in your purse and wear on the go, which I'm assuming these are going to be great layering scents anyway. So let's see. Ooh. This one is like very creamy. Like it's like giving me musk and sandalwood, but it's still giving me that second skin Glossier vibe. I really like this, and I'm a lover of musk, girl. So if you like a creamy, slightly sweet, almost powdery kind of musk vibe or musky fragrance, I really like this. This definitely, I can still smell the original Glossier You in here, but this is definitely has a little bit more viscosity to it. Like she's a little bit thicker. She's got a little more creaminess in here. It definitely smells like there's either a sandalwood or something like that in here that's making this a little bit creamier, but I really like this on first sniff, y'all. So yeah, definitely happy with this one. Now let's see what Reve is giving. Or is it Rev, girl? I don't know. I'm probably saying it all wrong, but here's the bottle for this one. So this one's definitely a little bit more mysterious looking. She's got this really pretty Wine Burgundy. Okay. I might have to spray this one on my arm, y'all, because I'm not really smelling much with this one. What I am smelling smells like, I'm not completely loving this one right now. This one kind of smells like something almost smoky or kind of woody, but it also smells a little bit like chapstick. Like, y'all know the original chapstick formula, that cherry chapstick? That's kind of what this is smelling like. So I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, we'll revisit her at another time, but right now, definitely loved the Dough or the Duh. The Reve, I'm not really sure about her right now. Yeah. We'll revisit at another time. Got a bunch left from this last fragrance house we're going to talk about, so hopefully I can speed through this, give y'all my thoughts, and shut this thing on down. If you guys are not aware, I do now work with Snif. I am super excited to be working with them now, and they sent me a good healthy little PR package. I posted this on my community tab when it first released. So this is their newest holiday launch. This is the Snif Naughty Nonna. And basically this one is supposed to be inspired by a fruitcake. Now this one I have already tested. I have not actually worn her out for a full day, but my initial impressions of this scent, I do really like it. It's definitely giving me Lattafa Camera in a way. So it is a little repetitive in my collection, but the reason that I think I'm going to keep this is because while this is giving me a very fruity, kind of bready rum cake, fruit cake, like it genuinely smells like a fruit cake, there is kind of this citrusy, powdery essence to this. And when I smelled that, I immediately paired this with Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion, and that combo was it for me. So I do really like this. And if you like Lattafa's Camera or even Kilian's Angel Share and you felt like you liked the direction of where it was going and you just felt like it was too rich, it was too masculine or too strong, I think this is a good one for you to try, because this is basically like a more approachable fruitcake type of smell. And it's cute, it's dainty, it's fun, it's easy to wear, like a lot of Snif fragrances. So yeah, I'm excited to keep playing around with this one and do some more layering combos with this. But if you have picked this up, I definitely think you should try layering this with Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion, because they smell really good together. Now the rest of these I have not smelled, so we will be smelling them together for the first time. So the next one they sent over is the Tart Deco. And this says a cherry scent that bottles the sweet smell of nostalgia. So let's see, girl, because honestly, I'm realizing lately I'm a little picky with my cherry fragrances. So let's spray her. I just love all the Snif bottles. They're all so cute, easy to throw in your purse. I have emptied a bottle of the Heal the Way by Alex L already, and I think it's because these bottles are so tiny. So, ooh, this is like a woody, almost kind of smoky cherry. I like this one. Yeah, this is giving me a black cherry with a little woody, almost kind of smoky vibe. So yeah, first impressions of this one, I like her, and we just gonna have to play around with her, get to know her a little bit better. Next one here is one that I was super interested in. This is the Sweet Ash, and this one says iconic, sweet, earthy, compliments guaranteed. Vanilla and tonka mingle with juniper, fir balsam, white moss, and cedarwood for a comforting spray with a cheeky side. So I just told you guys I've really been into the more aromatic, almost kind of earthy vanillas lately, and like those that have a little spice, a little cardamom, a little this, a little that. Like, I've really been into those lately, and I think I want to try this one on skin, because a lot of these I've just been spraying in the box for my first impressions, but I want to try this one on skin, even though I have 50 other fragrances on right now. There's the bottle for Sweet Ash. So let's see, because from the notes, this is giving something that I would wear as a signature scent, honestly. Ooh, got in my eye, girl. Ooh. Hold on, girl. What's the notes in here again? Yes. I was just about to say, this smells like a Christmas tree. The fir balsam and the juniper, but the vanilla and the tonka add a creamy sweetness to it. So this is the perfect name, Sweet Ash, because it's a touch gourmand, but also very aromatic. This is very unisex, almost slightly leaning masculine to me, but I actually really like this. I don't know if it's because I'm sitting next to a Christmas tree, girl, but lately I really have been into those pine, like I said, types of scent, but also just aromatic vanillas, and it's probably because it's super cold and that's what I'm craving right now. But those scents work really well on me lately, and I really like this. Yeah, I think this is my favorite so far, y'all. Like, this is the most cologne-y smelling of all of the Snif fragrances I've smelled so far, but I really like that on myself. So if you are looking for an affordable fragrance to gift to a man in your life, or you are a woman who likes a more unisex, almost slightly masculine leaning fragrance, which I don't usually like, but this type of scent profile I actually really enjoy with it. And I think I want to layer this with my Essential Parfums Divine Vanille because they have very similar vibes. This one is definitely a hint more green than that one, but I think they would layer really well together. So once I try that, I will let y'all know. But overall, I'm very impressed with Sweet Ash, and I really like this one. We got two more. This is one I was so excited about, y'all. I don't know why it's taking me so long to smell this one, but this is Vanilla Vice. So this says, a vanilla scent so nice, you'll call it a vice. If you have a soft spot for soft serve, Vanilla Vice is the fix you'll melt for. Leave behind the one-note wonders for a complex, rich base of ice cream, Madagascar vanilla, amberwood, musk, and organox, sparkling sugar, and jasmine. Those are all things that sound amazing. So let's see if it smells like ice cream, girl, because that's what it sounds like they were going for here. I was not expecting for this haul to be so big, y'all, but like I said, one fragrance turned into two, and then life started happening, and I didn't have time to film. And next thing you know, I literally have a pile of things that I need to show y'all so that I can do videos talking about these fragrances, because I didn't want to do those videos until I had actually hauled these on my channel. So let's see. Okay, so I would not say that this is giving me vanilla ice cream. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going nose blind from smelling all these perfumes, but this is nice. It's just kind of giving me basic creamy vanilla woody scent. It also smells like something that I've smelled before, and I can't quite put my finger on it right now, but I don't know. It's a safe blind buy if you like vanillas. I would say this is a step up from a basic vanilla scent. Like, it almost smells like a vanilla bean pod or something like that, or like fresh vanilla bean ice cream. It smells good, especially as it's drying down. So it didn't knock my socks off. Like, I was expecting this one to be my favorite, but it definitely smells similar to other things that I've smelled before. So while I do really like this one and I think it's going to be amazing for layering, honestly, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Snif Heal the Way. Like, it smells like they took this and added the creamy pistachio ice cream vibe to that. And that is why I love that one so much. So this one definitely could grow to be a love for sure, because it has all of the elements of things that I like. And if anything, this will also be a layering fragrance for me as well. And the last fragrance that they sent over, this is the Crumb Couture. Can we get into the packaging? Like, that is so cute. So I'm assuming this is going to smell like a blueberry croissant. So let's see what the notes are. Messy business, one bite of hot croissant is an almost impossible secret to keep. This scent celebrates the golden, buttery, flaky crumbs that are guaranteed to end up on your chest, lap, and floor. Okay. I love this blue bottle though. Super cute. So it says Crumb Couture. Yeah, I think I'm going a little nose blind, y'all, because I smell so many things, but I definitely smell that very buttery, bready type of note. And I'm getting like a berry compote, like a berry jelly, a berry jam or something like that. This smells really good. This is definitely very literal. Okay, so this is like straight up gourmand. If you don't want to smell like food, you probably will not like this, but I really like this. It's rare that you can get a gourmand fragrance that can capture that kind of like bready, buttery vibe. So this is done very well. And I like it. It's very unique. It's nice to have a berry gourmand fragrance. And I'm really liking this one more as it dries down. So I can't wait to actually wear this one, test her out a little bit more, do some layering combos, you already know. But yeah, overall, I'm a fan of this one as well. So I feel like out of this entire haul, you guys, I feel like the only thing that I genuinely like am airing on the side of not liking is the Glossier Reve, the red one. You stayed and watched to the end of this extremely long perfume haul. Thank you guys so much. Also, thank you to all of the brands who sent over PR while I did purchase a good amount of these fragrances with my own money, there were quite a few in here that were sent over to me by brands. I'm always so grateful to the brands that do that, and that is all thanks to you guys for supporting me, for commenting, for sharing, watching, all of those good things. So definitely continue to engage with my comments, y'all. Shop my links, all of the good things. I'm just so excited. Appreciate y'all so much. But that is it for today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.